Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Employ Baltimore Show with the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. We really appreciate you all joining us today, and I'd like to encourage you to please be sure to like, comment, and share this feed. I am Katanya Lester. I am producing the show for you today, and I'm also hosting it. And we have a really great guest that you'd be interested in tuning and staying tuned for so that you can find out about the wonderful opportunities. We have Kennedy Krieger School here, and they're going to talk about all of the great positions that they have for you. But first, let's get through some information and some events that's going on. Of course, for all of you Ravens fans, everybody in Baltimore City should be a Ravens fan by now. Tomorrow is one of our preseason games, and it's happening right here at the newly renovated M&T Bank Stadiums. We're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I don't think we should have a problem, taking care of that tomorrow. So if you're listening and you're tuning in, join into the chat and let us know if you plan to attend the preseason game tomorrow. I'm going to really do my best to make it there. And it should be really nice and fun as usual. So if you're a real Ravens fan, you should be there, right? Now, I'd like to invite everybody who's looking for a job and an opportunity to please go to our Now Hiring job board. You'll find a variety of opportunities listed there. And the best thing about it is that it connects you to one of our business services representatives that can work directly with you to assist you to make sure that you're qualified for the position and that your resume suits what the employer is looking for. So that website is moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board. Once again, go to moed.baltimorecity.gov/job board so that you can obtain your next career opportunity. In addition to that, we do request for everyone to register with the MWE site. Now, this particular site gives you a plethora of opportunities for jobs throughout not just Baltimore City, but also the state of Maryland. And it also gives employers the opportunity to post their jobs on there so that you can see a variety of things. And we work directly with a lot of those employers. And that website, of course, is mwejobs.maryland.gov. That's mwejobs.maryland.gov. Now we're going to get straight into our guest. We have Bradley Greer, who's here from the Kennedy Krieger School programs, and he's going to talk about a lot of opportunities that they have with the school. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Bradley Greer.
Hello,
Thanks for joining us, Bradley.
Thanks for the introduction.
You are so welcome. We truly appreciate having you here. And
It's
we're
a
really
pleasure.
excited to hear about all of the opportunities that you have with Kennedy Krieger School. But first, let's get started with a little bit of information about you. We always like to get a little personal with our guests. So who is Bradley Greer and what brings you to Kennedy Krieger Schools?
As you said, I'm Bradley Greer. I have been an employee for Kennedy Krieger Schools for the past little over 10 years now, actually. And I have dabbled in special education since I was in college. So for probably about the past 18 years. And I, from North Carolina, decided to move to Maryland, to Baltimore. I knew that Kennedy Krieger had a great program for patients with autism, and that's really what I wanted to invest my time in. And so here I am, living in Baltimore 10 years later, and extremely happy with my job.
That's fantastic. We love it when individuals work in a capacity in which they have a great passion for it. You know what I mean? It's not just, this particular job makes a lot of money or pays me a lot of money, but you definitely have to have passion for what you do.
Well, as we all know in the education system, you are not making a lot of money. So it is all about the passion.
I can understand that. Yes, I used to work in a school as well, and I really enjoyed working with the students and learning, not just teaching them, but they taught me. I learned a lot of things from them as well.
100%. Every day that I go into work, I learn something new, whether it's from colleagues, whether it's from students. Um,
Hmm.
it's really an amazing experience. And my students, our clients, my colleagues, they're what keep me coming back every day. Coming into this position or coming into the school 10 years ago, I had no idea that this is where I would still be 10 years later. So I feel very fortunate and feel very blessed that I came into this opportunity.
That's awesome. Now, give us a little bit of background about Kennedy's Krieger Schools. A lot of us are familiar with the hospital side of it. Give us some more feedback about what is the Kennedy Krieger School side.
Oh yeah, of course, I'd love to. So we have 5 campuses for Kennedy Krieger school programs. We have the Fairmount campus, which is the one that I work at, and we're right downtown Baltimore. We have our Green Spring campus, which houses our LEAP program and our high school, and that's in close proximity of the Baltimore Zoo. We also have a Southern Maryland campus. And we also have a Powder Mill campus that's in like the Beltsville area that more so caters to the DC area. And so, our mission for our schools is to provide a high quality special education program where we are honoring and appreciating the uniqueness of all of our students. We want to make sure that they're reaching their full potential academically, socially, emotionally, behaviorally. And we do this in such a collaborative way where it's kind of all hands on deck all the time. And we hope that this is going to fulfill the goal of having our students be independent in the now as well as in the future.
Okay, awesome. So give us a little bit of background or tell us a little bit more about the awesome positions that you're hiring for. And because you're having an event here coming up soon, and we had a deadline of yesterday, but we've extended that deadline to accept some more qualified applicants. So give us a little bit more information about that.
Yes, of course. We hire a plethora for a plethora of positions. My main focus is hiring classroom assistants, which is one-on-one, providing like behavioral services. But we have an extensive behavior department where that is the focus of those employees. We have a ton of administrative roles. We have speech language pathologists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, teachers, assistant teachers. We have mental health case managers, psychiatrists, psychologists, curriculum specialists. So we really have a wide range of employees at our school, as well as nursing employees. So really, you think about bringing the clinical setting into the school setting, which they're
Mhm.
different, but yeah, we provide all of those resources to make sure that we maintain a substantial program and are catering to all of our students' needs.
Okay. And what are the qualifications for some of these positions? Are they some of them entry level? Um, Definitely, we always focus on making sure that individuals have a high school diploma or a GED, but are they also positions that require a higher level of education as well as certification?
So I will speak to the entry level positions first. Our entry level positions, we have the classroom assistants, which are one-to-one services. And so the classroom assistants are primarily focused on running behavior plans, making sure that they're following the guidance of like the teacher, being that one-to-one support for everything throughout the student's day. As I said, we want to make sure that our students keep their independence, and therefore we definitely focus on not letting our students fall on us as a crutch, but really like encouraging them to do the best that they can. So that is one of our entry level positions. We also have a behavior associate position, which is also entry level, and that is going to be support for our behavior department. And with our behavior department, They are the people that analyze data. They make the behavior plans. They are always at call when we have any kind of like behavior need throughout the school. We are very well equipped with walkies, and so everyone's in communication all the time. So it's pretty wonderful. And in addition to like those entry level positions, we do have the positions that require certain certifications and a certain higher level education, such as our speech language pathologist, our upper administrative positions such as principal, assistant principals, our curriculum specialists, even our teachers. We work to make sure that everyone gets certified in what they need to be certified in, and we also have tuition reimbursement after 6 months of employment. We have tuition reimbursement up to $10,500 a year, and that really helps a lot of people be able to achieve their goals and grow within our company.
Okay, that tuition reimbursement is a great carrot for a lot of people. I can only imagine, especially for individuals who are interested in really, furthering their education. Is it for bachelor's degrees or master's and doctorates even?
Yes. So it is definitely for bachelor's degrees. But the way that I usually explain it is that it is for any position, or it's for anything that can recycle back into Kennedy Krieger as a whole. So not just the school programs. So yeah, you can use it to obtain your bachelor's degree. You can use it to obtain a master's, a PhD, as long as it's in the focus of what can recycle back into the company.
That's fascinating. Not a lot of jobs do that.
No. And, the great thing is, once your program is over, once your grades have posted, then you're good to go. There's no like long-term commitment. Of course, our investment into our staff, we would love that long-term commitment. And, I would definitely give that long-term commitment. But yeah, we just want to see people grow and enable people to, become their best. Yeah.
Okay. Now, here at the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, we do our best to work with employers that service a variety of individuals in the community, especially the reentry community, and understanding the aspects of the type of jobs that you have. Mm-hmm. Are there any positions that you have that are background friendly for some of our community?
Yeah, definitely. We are a very diverse company. We are very culturally acceptant. And we want to make sure that people of all walks of life are able to be employed and are able to, facilitate committing to the goal that we're all trying to reach. Mm-hmm. Therefore, we understand that, sometimes people are young and they make mistakes, or, sometimes people are older and they make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there is a realm of, what mistakes and what misjudgments are acceptable. But honestly, honesty is the best policy. So when applying for a position in Kennedy Krieger, especially the Kennedy Krieger school programs, be honest, be transparent, and we're an understanding group of people.
Okay, that's awesome. That's good to know. And for individuals who have just joined us, we are speaking with Bradley Greer of Kennedy Krieger Schools. He has joined us because he is partnering with our colleague, Ms. Deirdre Moore Durant, in order to host a job fair, an interview session. It's an interview session, not a job fair, here at the Eastside Career Center. We do request, we have a 3-step process, which I did put in the comments for the feed. You have to be registered with the Maryland Workforce Exchange first. You need to then go to the Kennedy Krieger website and apply for one of the positions that Bradley has mentioned. And it's so many positions because they have 5 different locations for schools. And are all of these within Baltimore City?
No, all of them are not. Only 3 of them are within Baltimore City.
Okay,
We have one closer to DC, and then we have one a couple hours away in Southern Maryland. So yeah, there's a wide range.
a wide range.
I work in Baltimore City
Mhm.
and love it here, but yeah, there's a wide range. So pretty much if you're around the state of Maryland, then hopefully you can find a place to call home within Kennedy Krieger.
Exactly. So, step one, register with the Maryland Workforce Exchange. Step two, complete the application on the Kennedy Krieger website. And then step three, we have our own internal MOED link that you need to complete in order to register for the interview session. So you do need to complete all 3 of those, and then you'll be contacted if you qualify for the position for which you apply, to join us for the interview session, which you will then receive information about. Okay, so we're really excited. I'll show the flyer again in reference to what's needed. So Kennedy Krieger is hiring for a variety of positions, and we are having an event here. If you have any questions, I can also put up my colleague's email address, and I need to make sure that I get it right. But in the meantime, while I find that, after that particular interview screening session that we have here, what's the process afterwards for those individuals that qualify to actually get hired with you?
Obviously after the pre-screening and screening process, you will need to apply. Once the application is put in and completed to the fullest, it will be vetted through our human resources department.
Mhm.
And then once our human resource department reviews the applications, they send them out to the different hiring managers of the positions that are being applied for. At that point, hiring managers are able to review the resumes, reach out to candidates, schedule either another screening or an in-person interview, and then go from there. There's
Mhm.
a paperwork process that has to be done because we are a school program, so it's a little bit different than if you were applying for another job within the institute. And so, I mean, I would say probably someone applying today could definitely potentially be in and an employee between 2 weeks to a month.
Okay, awesome. That's really good to know because a lot of times, unfortunately, when it comes to looking for jobs, you either don't hear back from them or it takes 4, 5, 6 weeks, even a month to actually hear back from people. And
Sorry,
I think
my puppies are going crazy.
that's okay. They're agreeing with me.
They are. Yeah. You have a posse. It's your entourage.
That's right. They are agreeing with me. And so I'm sure the viewers and listeners really appreciate the fact that you have such a pretty quick turnaround. And that's one of the reasons that we are here at MOED for this particular process, because individuals may have applied with you before and are qualified. And for whatever reason, they didn't get the opportunity to actually sit down in front of you. So that's what we're allowing them to do, to have the opportunity to come into our career center. If they're qualified, they definitely have to be qualified for those positions. And we'll bring them in for a one-on-one pre-screening interview with you. And then afterwards, if you're interested in those particular people, then you'll go forward with the follow-up for the entire hiring process. And we're really excited about that.
And
So you
if,
have a lot of positions available.
yeah.
And can you name those positions again for us, for individuals that may have joined us a few moments ago?
Sure. And what I want to say before that is that
Mhm.
if you've applied in the past, please apply again. We are up and running. It's very collaborative. We are hitting the ground running every single day because we want to provide the best services for our students. So, if you are interested, please take the initiative to apply again if you already have. If you haven't applied, then go ahead and do so. So as far as our positions are concerned, we have teacher positions, we have assistant teacher positions, we have behavior positions, which include RBTs. We have speech language pathology positions, occupational therapists, social workers, so like mental health case managers, psychiatrists, psychologists, curriculum specialists, administrative positions. And, primarily what I'm hiring for, which is what we're in the most in need of, is one-to-one classroom assistants, which is an entry-level position. And the one wonderful thing about our company is that coming in entry level, you really have a lot of room to grow. Once with the tuition reimbursement, that really enables people to be able to continue with their credentials and then qualify for other positions.
Look, I'm excited. I'm working here at MOED helping people to obtain wonderful opportunities like this. And to hear that you offer tuition reimbursement and the fact that it can be for any particular level of education as long as it can be integrated into the Kennedy Krieger career aspect, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
come
really
on,
great to
Natalia,
know.
if you're looking, I'm hiring, so let's go.
I'm really happy here at MOED. I am. But I'll be more than happy to refer people to you that I know definitely need this particular opportunity. I really would like to, I really want to do that. Even some family members. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, let's go. I'll be
Like you
looking
better,
for lobsters.
right. Like you better apply with Kennedy Krieger
Exactly.
ASAP. Now, the information that everyone is really interested in knowing, what are the salaries like?
So, we are a nonprofit organization and we are constantly advocating for our salaries to increase. With that, education is not the most well paid positions, but we are becoming and very quickly becoming very competitive. So, you have our entry level classroom position, our classroom assistant position, which many of our positions, including that one, are focused on how much experience do you have in the field? What is your education like? For our entry level position, we give credit for experience. We give credit for education. We give credit for even like an associate's degree or an RBT.
Mm-hmm.
We have the paraprofessional exam that we give credit for.
Okay.
So, with our classroom assistants, we're generally, for the Baltimore City campuses, we're starting out around $15.50 an hour. But there's always room to grow, as I said. And the benefits
Mm-hmm.
that we have at Kennedy Krieger are so elaborate that, you can take advantage of them, and that's just increasing your salary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially for someone who's fresh out of high school, who want this particular opportunity, who have some working experience prior to that, or individuals that may be in college part-time and want to have this particular career path.
Yeah.
That's really good. And even individuals who are recently graduated who want to go in this particular direction. Someone who may be retired, who have this experience, a veteran. So it's so many, it's different options for individuals who want to experience this.
Yeah,
So,
100%. Yeah.
mhm. So I'm excited about it. Okay. Well, Bradley, we truly appreciate you joining us today. And I believe your colleague joined us as well to assist. Um, and Deirdre was watching too. So we're really excited to get some information from individuals who are interested in these positions. Feel free to give us one last pitch about Kennedy Krieger Schools before we go from the program today.
We are we're so student centric. We are so collaborative. When you walk through the hallways of all of our school programs, you really don't feel a hierarchy. You just feel like you're at home. You feel welcomed. Everyone's doing everything. My job is to primarily hire. I sometimes am in classrooms, as a one-to-one. Sometimes I'm in classrooms as a teacher, and that goes for our education administrative staff. Also, we have our principals, our director in classrooms doing the same thing that everyone else will be as well. So it's a really, really cool experience, and I love my team at my campus. I also love my team across campuses. We have a monthly meeting where we all get on the same page. And we want to make sure that we're implementing things that are going to drive us to move forward. We want to make sure that we are facilitating our school programs in the best way that we can to nurture and honor the clients and the students that we serve. Ooh, sorry, Katanya, I cannot.
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Okay, you're muted.
We really appreciate you joining us today and giving us all of this great information about Kennedy Krieger Schools, as well as yourself and the opportunities that you have for our listeners and our viewers. And if anyone has any questions about what we've discussed on the podcast today, you can definitely email DeirdreMoore.Durant@BaltimoreCity.gov. And I dropped it on the podcast earlier in reference to the steps that you need to follow in order to take advantage of the information today. And Bradley joined us. He gave us a lot of great information. And for those of you who attend the event, the interview session, Bradley will definitely be there to talk to you. Well, thank you so much again, Bradley. And we will see you at the upcoming events.
All right. Cannot wait to see you all.
All right. Cuddle the puppies for me.
You know what? I'm going to try. I do not know if that will tame them.
You've got to bring pictures with you when you come.
100%.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right. Great talking to you.
You too.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I do see that we have a few people coming in. No one's left any questions or comments. Hopefully, we've answered your questions thoroughly. We do appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to you coming back with us next week for when we have another guest that will give you some wonderful information. Thank you so much, everybody, and we really appreciate you for joining. Once again, Kennedy Krieger will be having a hiring event here. And if you have any questions, you can definitely email my colleague, DeirdreMoore.Durant@BaltimoreCity.gov. We thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Thank you so much.